Imagine building something with your own hands, pouring your heart, your time, your life into it, and then one day, they tell you to leave. They fire you. That's exactly what happened to Steve Jobs. He was fired from the company he created. But what looks like an ending sometimes is the most powerful beginning. Steve Jobs wasn't born into success. He was adopted at birth, raised by working-class parents who taught him one thing above all else: work matters, craft matters. He wasn't the best student, he wasn't the most disciplined, but he was curious, obsessively curious. He loved technology, loved design, loved the idea of changing the world. In a small garage with almost no money, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak built the first Apple computer. No investors believed in them. No one thought computers would be personal, but Jobs saw what others couldn't. He didn't just want to build machines, he wanted to build experiences. Apple grew fast, very fast. By his mid-20s, Steve Jobs was a millionaire. But fast success has a dark side. Steve was young, inexperienced, stubborn. He demanded perfection. He pushed people hard. Conflicts grew, pressure increased, and the board started to doubt him. The man who built Apple was losing control of Apple. In 1985, Steve Jobs was fired. Let that sink in. Fired from his own company. He later said this was the most painful moment of his life. Public humiliation, personal failure. He felt lost, empty. Everything he had built was taken away. For a while, Steve didn't know what to do. The world watched. Critics said he was finished. But something interesting happened. When the noise stopped, he started listening to himself. Pain stripped his ego. Failure refined his vision. Steve Jobs didn't quit. He started over. He created a new company called NeXT, not for money, for purpose. At the same time, he invested in a small animation studio. That studio was Pixar. Everyone laughed. Animation movies for adults? Then Pixar released Toy Story, and everything changed. Steve later said something powerful. Getting fired from Apple was the best thing that ever happened to me. Why? Because it freed him. It forced growth. He became a better leader, a better listener, a clearer thinker. Failure didn't break him, it rebuilt him. In 1997, Apple was dying. The board had no choice. They brought Steve Jobs back. But this time, he was different, calmer, focused, relentless, but wise. He cut products, simplified vision. And then came the iMac, the iPod, the iPhone. Steve Jobs didn't just save Apple. He redefined industries, music, phones, animation, design. He proved one truth: creativity plus persistence beats talent alone. You might feel rejected, fired, left behind. But rejection is not a verdict, it's redirection. Sometimes life removes you to rebuild you. Your setback may be your setup. Steve Jobs was fired, humiliated, broken. And that moment created the greatest comeback in business history. Don't let rejection define you. Let it refine you. Because what they take away might be exactly what sets you free.